What's up everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel HDA Forex Empire. I hope you are all doing good. I'm back again with weekly outlook. We are going to analyze the forex market using technical analysis, and we will be able to tell what is likely to happen in the forex market this coming week using technical analysis. But before we dive into the chart, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell to stay updated with every information and educational content I drop. Guys, starting with the dollar index, we'll first start with the monthly time frame. So looking at the monthly time frame, you can see that price did this on the monthly time frame. You can see that price broke this structure. First, price was within this point, then broke this structure, broke this key level here, and went upward here. Then you can see that now price has come down to retest this key level. So what I want to see on USD DX this coming week is that I want to see price going up from this point. So now if you have to spot the monthly time frame carefully, you can see this key level here. You can spot this key level here on the monthly time frame on the dollar index. So I want to see some kind of upward move this coming week on DXY. Some upwards move on DXY. This coming month, I want to see some upward push on DXY. So let's move to the weekly time frame and see whether we can study the price action there also. So on the weekly time frame, so we can spot something like a double top here. Okay, not necessarily a double top, but a trend line here. You can spot a trend line here on DXY on the weekly time frame. So this coming week, we want to see a push up at this key level. So let's move to the 1 hour time frame and study the price action there also. So on the 1 hour time frame, like I said, we are bullish this week on DXY. So I want to see price break this structure here. So we have this structure here. So this is what I want to see on DXY if I want to place a trade. So I want to see price breaking this structure here and wait for a retest to this level. Then we place our buy trade here at this very point. Then we buy to any point. So my target for this week on the dollar index, will be at this key level here. So I want to see price push up to this level. So this is my analysis on DXY. So guys, looking at EURUSD also, we also start from the weekly time frame on EURUSD. So on EURUSD, if you have to study price action carefully, you can spot a zone here. You can spot this very zone here. But one thing you should notice is that on the weekly time frame, EURUSD is bullish. Like the previous week, EURUSD was very, very bullish. Price was very, very bullish. And we can also spot another key level here. Then we can spot another key level here also. So now this week I want to see EURUSD coming down. To this point. So I want to see EURUSD come down to this very point here. It's likely it will happen. It's not certain. I'm saying it's likely. The market can do whatever it likes, but we are just analyzing. We are just using price action to predict movement. I hope you get it. So it's likely to happen. So this week I want to see EURUSD drop from this zone. From this particular zone to this zone. So I want to see this on EURUSD this coming week. So now let's move to the daily time frame and see whether we can get more clarifications there. So I think there's nothing. Okay, so now let's see, we can also get a trend line here also. You can get a trend line here also. On the daily time frame on EURUSD. So it's likely that EURUSD can drop to this point. So there are two scenarios here. EURUSD can drop to this point or to this trend line here. I hope you get it. So this coming week, actually, I want to see some downward movements on EURUSD. And let's move to the 4-hour time frame and see there also whether I can get some clarifications. Okay, nothing to see here. Let's move to the 1 hour and see there also. So now on the 1 hour, we can see price ranging at this point. We can see price ranging here. Price is ranging within this zone here, this very point here. We can see price ranging within this point here. So we can see price ranging here. So now let's see whether we can analyze that carefully. So let's look at that zone carefully. So now we can see prices ranging here. So now we can spot this key level here and another key level here. Another key level here. So now what I want to see, if I want to place my sell trades on EURUSD, I want to see price drop and break this key level here. So we can see something like a double top here. We can see something like a double top at this very point on the 1 hour time frame. So I want to see price break the neckline of the double top, then retest the neckline of the double top, then sell at this very point. But sometimes too, like I said, market can do whatever it likes. Sometimes the price can break upwards. And if price breaks upwards, I'll be waiting for a retest to this point, then buy to this level. I'll buy at this key level. I'll wait for a retest to this key level here, then buy to this very point. So two scenarios. Or it's likely that price too will take liquidity, will clear liquidity, because the big players in the market know that most retail traders will place their stop losses above this key zone here. So something like this. Let me show you what I mean. So let me take the short position here. So we have something like this. Let me try and modify. So they know that most retail traders will set their stop loss below this side. They know. So it's likely that they can come and clear liquidity. So what I mean by liquidity is that they'll come and hit most retail traders' stop losses here. So one might say then it's a breakout. Aware, we don't know. So they can clear liquidity at this very point here, and then later move downwards. Who knows? It's likely to happen in the forex market. But my overall move this coming week on EURUSD is a downward movement. And what I particularly want to see is that I want to see a downward break. I want to see the neckline break, then a retest to the neckline. Then I sell at this particular zone here, this zone here. Then I sell there. So that's what I want to see on EURUSD. Like I said too, they can also decide to break upwards and continue upwards. We don't know. Or they can even decide to clear liquidity. Like I said, they'll try to hit the stop losses of most retail traders, then continue downwards. After they hit the stop losses, then they'll continue downwards. So this is my analysis on EURUSD. So guys, looking at USD-CAD also, we can see that on the daily time frame, USD-CAD is kind of bearish. USD-CAD is kind of bearish here. So now we can spot this key level here. And I'll explain. So now we can see that now price did this. This is what price did on USD-CAD. Now price broke this structure down here, then came to retest this structure here, then continued downward here, and now you can see that USD-CAD is moving upwards here. So now let me explain something further again. So now if you have to study closely too, we can spot another level here. So now This week I'm also bullish on USD CAD this week, but let's keep in mind that the overall trend is bearish. So now let's move to the 4-hour time frame and see whether I can get something there also. So on the 4-hour time frame, I think there's nothing, but we can spot a key level here on the 4-hour time frame. We can spot a structure here on the 4-hour time frame. So it's likely that price will come down. So what I want to see is that price will come down to this structure here, then do what? Continue upwards on USD CAD. But let's move to the 1-hour time frame and see what we have there also, whether we can continue with that. So like I said, I still want to see a movement. So I want to see a movement, a downward movement to this very point. So it can be this zone here or this area here. It can be here. So I want to see price move a little bit downward. Then I look for buying confirming candles. Then I place my buy trade, then buy to this point. So my take profit to be somewhere here. So here will be my TP1, then here will be my TP2 on USD CAD. So this is my analysis on USD CAD. So now guys, on USDCHF also, USDCHF on the weekly time frame, you can see that the overall trend is bearish. And we saw price breaking this structure here. Price broke this structure here. So it's likely that a retest will happen to this zone this week. So it's like this coming week, it will be something like a retracement. So this week I want to see USDCHF going up to this point here. But so I'll be bullish on USDCHF this coming week. I'll be bullish on USDCHF because I want to see a retracement to this point here. But let's keep in mind that the overall trend is bearish. So now let's move to the daily time frame and see what we have there also. So seems we have nothing here. So it's like we can, let me say that we can spot a trend line here. So let me see whether we can have this here. So we have this trend line here also. So it's going to happen something like this. Something like this is likely to happen. So we want to see a retracement to this zone here, maybe this key level here or the trend line here. But actually I'll be taking my profit at a key level here. So I want to see USDCHF move up to this point this coming week. Let's move to the 4-hour time frame and see what we have there also. I think nothing to show here on the 4-hour time frame, and let's look at the 1-hour also. So it seems we have something sweet here on the 1-hour time frame. So on the 1-hour time frame, we have something like this. We can see that the uptrend has started on the 1-hour. An uptrend has started on the 1-hour, so we can see this happening. Actually, let me extend it a bit. Then we have this also happening. Then we have this. Then this. So now let me try and draw some key levels here on the 1-hour time frame. So on the 1-hour time frame, we have something like this here. So we have this structure here where price came to retest. Price broke the structure upwards, then came to retest, and now we have another structure here. We have another structure here also. So now what I want to see is this. I want to see price come down to this point here. Then buy at this particular zone by confirming with candlesticks, confirming candlesticks. Then I buy straight up to Bogota. So this is my analysis on USDCHF for this coming week. So now I'm looking at gold also. If you are to study the recent price action, we can see that on the weekly time frame, gold is in a downtrend. So we can see gold in a downtrend on the weekly time frame. Then this impulsive move down here. Then we can see something like a retracement. So in the previous week, we saw that gold was bullish. So that was just a retracement. So now this coming week, it's likely that gold will be bearish this coming week. can spot that gold has gotten to this key level here. Gold has gotten to this key level here. Gold has gotten to a key level at this very point here. So now let's move to the daily time frame and set the price action there also. So it seems on the daily time frame we have nothing sweet to see here. So let's try and move downwards. Let's move further. Let's move further. Let's move further. So okay, beautiful. So now on the 4-hour time frame, now we can see that we can spot a level here also. We can spot a level here also. A nice level here also. This key level here also. And we can see that gold was ranging. Gold was ranging between this point and this level here. So between this key zone here and this key zone here. So now what I want to see on gold is I want to see this happening on gold. I want to see a break downward. I want to see a break downward. Then a retest to this key level. Then a continuation downwards on gold. So this is my analysis on gold. This is my analysis on gold, and my targets for gold. Actually, I'll be taking price up to my tip will be around that's $1,930 on gold. So that will be my target on gold. So now looking at gold also, if you are to study the recent price action, we can see that on the weekly time frame, gold is in a downtrend. So we can see gold in a downtrend on the weekly time frame. Then this impulsive move down here. Then we can see something like a retracement. So in the previous week we saw that gold was bullish, so that was just a retracement. So now this coming week it's likely that gold will be bearish this coming week. So I want to see some downwards move this coming week on gold. So now on the weekly time frame, can spot that gold has gotten to this key level here. Gold has gotten to this key level here. Gold has gotten to a key level at this very point here. So now let's move to the daily time frame and study the price action there also. So it seems on the daily time frame we have nothing sweet to see there. So let's try and move downwards. Let's move further. Let's move further. Let's move further. So okay, beautiful. So now on the 4-hour time frame, now we can see that we can spot a level here also. We can spot a level here also, a nice level here also, this key level here also. And we can see that gold was ranging between this point and this level here. So between this key zone here and this key zone here. So now what I want to see on gold is I want to see this happening on gold. I want to see a break downward. I want to see a break downward, then a retest to this key level, then a continuation downwards on gold. So this is my analysis on gold. This is my analysis on gold, and my targets for gold. Actually, I'll be taking price up to my tip will be around that's $1,930 on gold. So that will be my target on gold. Guys, our next pair we'll be looking at is NZDCAD, the New Zealand dollar, then the Swiss franc. So now looking at this pair, you can spot a key level here. You can spot a nice key level here. So you can see that this was a very strong key level where price got to, then price bounced on it. So you can see this key level. We have this beautiful key level here, and now you can see that there was even a weak rejection. There was a weak rejection at this very point here. At this very point here. So this is what we have on the daily time frame on NZDCAD, and also we can spot a trend line here also. We can spot something like a trend line here also on NZDCAD. So now I'm bullish on NZDCAD this coming week. I'm bullish on NZDCAD, and now if price is to go upward, I'll be targeting this point here. I'll be targeting this point here. I'll be targeting this area here. So I want to see price move to that level, or it can happen that price will also move to, we get to this trend line here. Can respect this trend line here. Can respect this trend line here, then continue downward. But let's see what price will do. We just have to study how markets will behave. That's what we have to do. So let's move to the 4-hour time frame and see what we have there also. So now on the 4-hour time frame also, we can spot a key level here also. So you can spot something here, and now I explain it. So you can spot something here also. You can spot this here also. Now you can see that price was ranging at this very point here. Price was ranging at this very point here. If you have to go on a lower time frame, we realize that price was ranging, and we saw that price broke this particular key level, then came to retest this key level here. I hope you are seeing that. Then went up and got to this level here. So we can have another key level here also. We can have another key level here also. So like I said, I'm bullish on NZDCAD. So what I want to see is this. I want to see price coming down to this level here. I want to see price come down to this level here, then place my buy trades up to this. I think here will be my target, here or here, but let's see. So here will be my TP1, then here might be my TP2. So this is what I want to see on NZDCAD. Okay guys, our next pair we'll be looking at is indices. We'll be taking a look at one indices, that's US30, the Dow Jones. So now on US30, we have to look at recent price behavior. You see the US30 is in a range within this point. It's in a range within this point, this level here. No, let me try and modify it a bit. So within this structure here, so US30 is in a range within the structure up here and the structure downward here. So this is what you can see on US30. And you can see that US30 has gotten to a key level at this point here. And so it's likely that US30 will come downwards, will continue downwards. So let's move to a lower time frame and see. So moving on to the 4-hour time frame also. On the 4-hour time frame, if we have to study closely, we can see that US30 is forming something like a double top here. So it's like we have this double top here on the 4-hour time frame, and the neckline of the double top will be at this point. Will be at this very point here. So the neckline of the double top can be at this very point here. So now what I want to see, if I'm going to take sell trades. If I'm going to take sell trades, then I'll be targeting. This is what I'll be looking for. I'll wait for price to break out, then retest this neckline of the double top, then place my sell trades at this very point. Then my tip will be somewhere here. But it's also likely that price can break upwards. So if price breaks upwards, this is what I want to see. I want to see a break upward and a retest into the zone, then place my buy trades continuing upwards. So now this is what I have on US30. This is my analysis on US30. So now our next pair we'll also be looking at is the Australian dollar Swiss franc. So now on the Australian dollar Swiss franc, we can spot a key level here. At this very point here. And we saw that price respected that key level. When price gets to that key level, price bounces up. And also, if you have to study closely too, we can see another key level here. You can see a structure that was broken, then later retested. So we can see that this structure was broken here. Now price gave us this move here, then started like a correctional move here, then continued downwards here, then price came to retest this structure, then continued downwards here. But let's move to the 4-hour time frame and study the price action there also. So looking at the 4-hour time frame also, so now we can see that price is kind of bearish, but we can see that price has also gotten to the key level here. Price has gotten to this very key level. Here. So now this is what I want to see. I want to see this. So we can spot this here. So I want to see price come down a bit. So when price comes down a bit, then look for buying confirming candles here, then go up. But it's likely that price can also break downwards. So if price breaks this zone downwards, then we'll wait for a retest to this zone, then we look for selling confirming candles, then we place our sell trade. So this is my analysis on AUD Swiss franc. Now our next pair we'll also be looking at is Euro CHF. So on Euro CHF also, you can see that price was in a downtrend, the market was in a downtrend, we saw that price gave us this, price did something like this, price gave us, okay, let me start from this very point here, price give us the retracemental move here, then give us the impulsive move, then retrace to this very point here, then give us the impulsive move here. Then you can see that price is kind of retracing to this level, but let's put the key levels and see. So looking at our key levels, we can have this key level here where price has gotten to. So you can see that price has gotten to this very key level here. So now it's likely that price will go downward from this level here. It's likely that price will come down from this level here. But let's move to the 4-hour time frame and see what we have there also. So on the 4-hour time frame, still the same thing on the 4-hour time frame, but it can happen that the prices, the market will do whatever it likes. So it can happen that price will continue upward here, and if price continues upward here, I'll be looking for a retest to this zone, then buying confirming candles, then buy. But the overall trend is still bearish, so anything can happen. Let's move to the 1 hour also and see what we have there. So still looks the same. So like I said, you have to look for selling confirming candles before we buy, before we sell. But if you want to buy, we have to wait for the breakout, the breakout to the upward, to the up. So we want to see a breakout up, then a retest, then we look for buying confirming candles, then we buy. Or if price wants to sell, then we have to look for selling confirming candles at this very point, then we sell. So this is the analysis on Euro CHF. Guys, our last pair we'll be looking at is EURUSD. That's the euro and the Canadian dollar. So now we could see that price made a double top at this very point here. We can see the double top formation here. So we can see the double top formation at this very point here. So in the previous week, we knew that price was bullish. Price was very, very bullish in the previous week on EURUSD. And we could see that the double top had a neckline at this very point also. So the double top had a neckline at this very point also. So now we could see that price broke the neckline of the double top. So you could see the break of structure. Then in the previous week, price was very bullish going upwards. Then now price has gotten to the the neckline of the double top. So it's likely that price will drop downwards. But first, before we place our sell trade, we have to study the price action here carefully. And if you don't get any confirmation on sales, then it's likely that price to continue upwards to this very point. Here. But once price has gotten to the neckline here, it's likely that it will do what? It will continue downwards. So we need to study the price action here very carefully. So now let's move to a lower time frame like the 4-hour time frame and see what we have there also. So now on the 4-hour time frame also, we could see something like this. We still have nothing on the 4-hour time frame. So now let's move to the 1-hour time frame and see what we have there also. So let's see what we have on the 1 hour also. The chart is loading, so right. So now we could see, since we still have nothing on the 1 hour time frame. So now what I want to see is this. I want to see series of lower lows and lower highs on the 1 hour before I place a sell trade. If I don't see that, then I'm not going to place a sell trade. So I want to see something like this, price coming down a bit here, then doing this, then this. So I'm going to take my trade at this very point here. So I want to see something like this. I want to see price forming something like a series of higher highs and higher lows before I'm going to place a sell trade. because for now there's nothing to show that price will continue downwards. There's nothing to show that price will continue downwards. So it's also likely that price will do what? Will continue upwards. And if price breaks the structure, I'll be looking for a retest here, then a buying confirming candle to buy up to this point. So there's two scenarios. So this is the first scenario. Then the second scenario is the sell. Like I said, for sell, I'll be looking for a series of lower lows and lower highs before I place a sell trade on EURUSD. So this is my analysis on EURUSD. This is our last where we are analyzing EURUSD. Guys, thank you for watching. If you found this video valuable, make sure you hit the like button and make sure you share to friends and family and help me reach 100 subscribers by the end of this month. If you have any question also, you can do well to ask in the comment section below and I'll do my best to answer all your questions. Thank you. You can also join my Telegram channel by tapping on the link in the description box below. I drop free forex signals and trade setups. Thank you.